happen. All right. So to start with on this drawing, again, we're just going to do another box. So do your box command out on the screen and try to make a box that is, again, pretty much a cube. Does not have to be anything precise or perfect. And, actually, let's cut that. Let's go ahead and make this a very specific size. That'll make things a little bit easier if we make a specific size. So let's go ahead and repeat our box command. Pick your starting corner. And let's go with the length option. Actually, let's not go to the length option. Let's go C for the cube option. C. And specify the length. We're going to make this a 2-inch cube. So we're going to go 2. And there we go. However, when I did mine, I kind of forgot one portion of this, which is we're going to make sure we have our ortho turned on or our polar turned on, and we're going straight when you do that. So again, I'm going to repeat the box command. I'm going to pick my corner. I'm going to go L for length. And now this line, make sure it's going straight. So again, I'm just going to turn my polar on. Make sure it's going straight across. This will place my cube nice and straight on the screen, which is what I want. And go 2. And 2 and 2. Or I could have went C for cube and done a 2-inch cube. Once you have that drawn, go ahead and put it to a conceptual view. And let's twist that up in 3D a little bit. From there now, what I want you to do is go ahead and let's put a layout line around this cube. Right now, we don't have this drawn on any layers. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over to properties on my home tab. I'm going to go over to properties and I'm going to change my color temporarily to pink, magenta. So I'm going to change that to magenta and I'm going to put a layout line from corner to corner on each face of this cube. So from this corner to that corner, I'm going to put a layout line across. I'm going to rotate this up a little bit. I'm going to come down to this corner, come up to this corner, just so there's a pink layout line across each surface of this cube. And, I need missing that backside, so I'm going to come over here and put one on that backside. So now, as you rotate this around, every surface should have a layout line going across it. All right, get to there. Okay, so now, all those surfaces have that line across it. One thing that I do often when I'm doing 3D, because I don't like it, is I turn my grid off. So, for example, when I'm rotating this around and I rotate up here to this bottom, I don't like seeing the grid showing through there. It kind of distracts me. I don't like that. So I almost always turn my grid off when I'm doing 3D. That's not a must. That's just kind of visual for me. It helps me out. Okay, so what we're going to do now on this is I want you to turn off... Actually, I don't want you to turn it off. I don't care. You can choose whether to leave your dynamic UCS on or leave your dynamic UCS off. But on each surface of this cube, I want you to draw a different shape on each surface. 3 of those shapes going out from the surface, 3 of those shapes going into the surface. So let me show you an example of that. So I'm going to go to my 3D Tools tab here. I'm going to pick, on this first one, I'm going to pick a cylinder, sure. I'm going to come out here to the midpoint of my layout line. I'm going to come out here a little ways and draw a cylinder. Now here I want to be careful not to snap my O-snap to a bunch of these different positions. Because I snap here, I'll be snapping to the midpoint of that side. I don't want it quite that large. So I'm going to go about here. And I'm going to bring that out from the surface, a little cylinder. And then I'm going to pick another shape. I'm just going to go down the list. I'm going to go to a cone. On this side of it, I'm going to do a cone. Now notice I highlighted that side first. I'm going to pull my cone out. And on this side, I'm going to take my cone and go in to the surface like so. Just each surface of this, pick a different shape. Make 3 of the shapes go into the surface, 3 of the shapes go out of the surface. All right. Okay, so now what I want you to do is change the color of those objects to a different color. To do that, you're going to select each one, come up to your properties and change colors. I've already changed these colors as you see, but you're going to change that to another color by going to your Home tab, picking properties, and changing the colors of those. Now that you have the colors changed, now what I want you to do is go in there and subtract the parts that go into your object, subtract it from your cube. So you're going to go SU for subtract, pick your large cube, hit enter, and then select the object you're going to subtract, which is that, for me, those 3 objects that go into my object. I'm going to hit enter, and it puts those in there as nice subtractions. My Cone goes way through and makes holes into some other objects, which is kind of cool. And you've got that. Okay, so now, the next thing we're going to do is your parts here. Notice how they're separate parts. So for example, that is a separate piece from my block. Now what I want to do is I want to make them all one piece. To do that, it's called union. So you're going to go U-N-I for union. And I'm going to select just everything. Pick a big box around it all. And hit enter. And now notice when I go over there and hover over my object, it's all one object. It's all one piece. However, it did not union together those lines. Those 2D lines that are out there, it did not union those to it, but it did union the block together. What I do want you to do is I want you to get rid of those layout lines. So to do that, the easiest way is just to select your block, move it over to the side, all your layout lines stay behind, and then just erase out your layout lines. Then you have this nice block that's there. What I want you to do with this block is put this block in an isometric view. I don't care what isometric view. Pick the best looking isometric view for your block. So for example, I'm going to click on this corner, and I'm going to say, I don't like that one so much. Let me try that one. Ooh, that one doesn't look too bad. Let me try this one. Ooh, and I don't really like it. Try by clicking on the corners of the cube. See what isometric view you like the best, and what one kind of shows your details of your cool little cube the best. Ooh, I kind of like that one. And I'm going to double click on it, and then zoom in even a little bit tighter, just like so. And I'm going to do a screenshot of that, and that's what I'm going to have for my screenshot. You do not have a place to upload those two yet, but I will create that here in just the next few moments. So, there you go.